If God is our rock and our anchor and our stronghold, then when fear comes in, we're choosing not to trust him in those things. I think about that, and I think about where does that fear come from? Well, I think ultimately it comes from a lack of faith. It comes from a lack of faith in maybe the goodness of God, that God has your best in mind. I think it comes maybe in a lack of faith that God is all-powerful and able to take care of you. I sometimes think that our fear comes from a lack of faith that God's best is really our best, that I think I know better what my plan in my life should be than God does. That's an easy one for us to wrestle with, because I wouldn't allow myself into this situation if I were God, but God's allowed me to be in it somehow, because I don't understand how it comes through on the other side, and it's painful and it hurts. In the midst of all these things, we see that sometimes, even as Christians, the world can come against us. Can I tell you, Christian, one of the things about this is, as a believer in Jesus, the dark places and the presence of the shepherd is what we have that the world is looking for. Do you know that? Because in the midst of the shadow, they don't have a shepherd. They're hurting and they don't have hope. You and I have the shepherd to cling to. We have the shepherd to guide us. We hear the voice of the shepherd calling us out to follow. Now, sometimes we struggle with that, but we have a shepherd. We live in a world that's desperately looking for hope and a shepherd because they have no hope.